What's going on, guys? It's Gold Glover, aka Aaron Gold Glove, back with episode 2 of this Nolan Arenado Player Lock franchise series. We are here. It is the home opener in Colorado for the Rockies. So excited to get baseball going in Colorado again. These fans are looking forward to seeing their team go far in this division and this season. Nolan Arenado, that captain, he's ready to lead his team to hopefully a division title. And what better team to try and kick this off with against the Dodgers here. And as we are facing the Dodgers, we might see a certain man in this series, potentially a Cy Young Award winner. Anyway, we're going to wait on that. Brandon McCarthy is going to be starting for the Dodgers today. So we're going to take it one game at a time. You can see there are guys lined up ready to go. Look at Cargo with that clean cut. He's looking ready for some home opener baseball. So last episode, guys, we saw Nolan get off to a really good start. He is 6 for 14 to begin the season with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. It is still the beginning of the season, so right now all we're trying to do is just keep the pace, keep the momentum, and hopefully we can do that here against Brandon McCarthy and the Dodgers in this first inning. First pitch from McCarthy to Nolan. Looks like a sinker, tried to place on the outside of the zone, and Nolan is going to send it into the ground, and he will be retired for his first AB at Coors Field. In the top of the fourth, looks like Corey Seager is going to send one over to Nolan. Nice and easy play. You got to show a little bit of fielding every now and then. Remember, he is a Gold Glover. So here in the bottom half of that same inning, Nolan down 0-1 in the count to Brandon McCarthy, and looks like he gets a sinker he was looking for, but he is late on that one. He's got to speed that bat up. With that 0-2 count, he's got that unfazed quirk. 0-2 doesn't mean anything, and that sinker's looking big coming in. And Nolan goes down swinging on a perfect pitch to hit. Nolan has to capitalize on those, and he's going to take the walk of shame back to the dugout in the 4th inning. Top of the 7th, looks like they're going to try and bunt on him. Don't do it. That man's got a rocket arm over there. Nice and easy. Smooth for Nolan Arenado. He's going to stick with that 1,000 fielding percentage in the field. Bottom of the 9th, the Dodgers with a big lead, and Nolan, you can do anything with that. Showtime, and he's going to pop it up. Into right field, Yasiel Puig's going to get under it. Another missed opportunity for Nolan. He's not capitalizing on these big opportunities he's getting, and the Dodgers are going to get a big win. They scored 12 runs on us in that one. So here we are in the second game of the series. He's looking confident against Corey Seager. John Gray, he's our guy. He's on the mound. He's 1-0. He got a win in his last start. And hopefully he can give us some luck here. And Nolan, he's looking like he's not able to put the bat on the ball. And oh Lord, this mama, here comes that man. We were talking about him, and he's going to start Nolan off with a slider inside, brushing him off the plate. Clayton, what you doing, man? We don't know what that was all about, but it's all good because Nolan's sitting fastball, and he's going to drill one into that corner in right field. That's LeMahieu. He is going to round third and head for the plate. Nolan's going to try for 3. The throw to the plate is in time to nail LeMahieu at the plate. Nolan is going to settle for a triple, scratch the RBI as Yasiel Puig and the Dodgers team up to nail that runner trying to score. Another missed opportunity for the Rockies, man. We got to capitalize on those. A beautiful throw and a perfect tag will erase the Rockies' hopes in that inning. Here we go in the top of the 8th. Nolan's back in the field. Really late reaction by Nolan, and he takes an odd route to the ball. But it don't matter how you get there as long as you get there and make throws like that to nab that runner at first. So Nolan, here he is in the bottom of the 8th inning, 1 for 3 on the day against Mr. Kershaw, and he's still out there. And looks like 2 outs. The Rockies are only down 3. Nolan's trying to prolong that inning. And we're going to go ahead and slow things down here. And Nolan's going to plug that hanging curveball into that right center field gap. He's going to round the bag and head for 2. It's going to be a 2-out double for Nolan. The Dodgers having a little trouble getting it in there, but they do. And a nice job by Nolan there to take that mistake by Mr. Cy Young and capitalize on that. Capitalization, no matter how we do it, that's what we're looking for. And so here we go. Trevor Story is going to step in the box here, and try and cut that lead down to 2 here in this 8th inning. Trevor Story, a key man in this Rockies lineup. We want to see him hit a lot of bombs, and sometimes he's not going to, but I'd rather him do that than ground to third base and end innings, as that is what is going to happen against Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers in that inning, and that will be all we will see from the Rockies as the Dodgers come out, grab the first 2 games of the series against the Rockies in Colorado. 5-0 your final score in this one. John Gray went 5 innings, 6 strikeouts for us. So here we go in this final game of the series. Tyler Anderson is our guy, 1.5 ERA. He grabbed the win in his last one. And Nolan well over that Mendoza line again as he's at 364, and Lord have mercy. Thank God some good came out of that ball in the dirt.
Here it is, and 2-2. The 2-2 one more time.
So 5 pitches later, after that, that horrific swing by Nolan, he works a full count, and looks like he's going to go down swinging once again. And Nolan is struggling in these big situations. We can't have that. It looks like they're going to try and lay down a bunt on him, nice and easy. The Dodgers will take that sacrifice there, and Nolan will continue to have that 1,000 fielding percentage. But back to the plate here. His struggles in this game will continue as he sends a high one into foul ground. And man, Nolan, he must love walking back to that dugout, man, with the way that he is playing in this one. So 0 for 2 on the day. He's got a fly out and a strikeout, more like a pop out. But it's all good. Look at our friend the Dino on top of the dugout, getting these fans lit, and hopefully that could spread some mojo on Nolan. Nolan behind in the count once again. These 2-strike counts, it may make that PCI bigger, but it doesn't mean much when you can't capitalize, and the Colorado Rockies will go down in this final game of the series, and that will put the Dodgers atop of the division at 6-1. The Rockies in last place at 2-5. Take a look at some numbers here as we end that series. The ranking looking a little funky, but our man Cargo, we got one up there with that 400 plus batting average to start it off, and he's also one of the league leaders in hits at 12 to begin the season. Looking at these stats, it's almost as if you're looking at, who's hot, who's not to start the season. And we'll take a quick gander at our guy Nolan. 308 batting average, 8 hits on the season, and we just want to be around 300 to begin it. We don't want to do anything crazy, but it's all about our contribution to the team, and that's where we're failing right now, guys. Nolan just isn't thriving in those big situations as we expect him to. Alright guys, so I do apologize. In the recording process of the San Diego Padres and San Francisco Giants series, there was a recording error. When I went to look at the footage, none of it was there. It had not saved, and so I do apologize. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a rundown of everything that happened in those 2 series, and also I'm going to fill you guys in on a roster move that we made. We went ahead and got Kyle Hendricks from the Cubs and one of the Cubs starting pitching prospects in exchange for one of our center field prospects, a starting pitcher, and a reliever. And so hopefully Kyle Hendricks will be a great addition to our rotation. And we also went ahead, we made a move of calling up one of our pitching prospects, Harrison Musgrave. He's a left-handed pitcher, and hopefully he can fill a hole that was made due to the trade that we made with the Cubs. And there you can get a good look at the new guy, Kyle Hendricks. I'm counting on this change of scenery to hopefully change his season around. He hasn't had that great of a start, but it's all good. Okay, here we go, guys. So the first game of the Padres series, we took the L 3-2, and Cargo 0 for 3. Nolan went 1 for 5 with a strikeout. Wasn't necessarily pretty. We did have more hits than them, but ultimately didn't amount to much. Nolan did get a double in that one, and Tyler Chatwood went 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts for us. The second game of this series was a little bit more of a high note as we got a walk-off win against the Padres, it was Carlos Gonzalez. He actually got a walk-off home run to continue his hot streak. Nolan, not so much. He went 1 for 6 in that one. As you can see, his batting average took a big dip, but the offense in that one all over it. As you can see there, all the RBIs and all the hits we got in that one. Kyle Hendricks in his first start with the Rockies, 6 innings pitched, only gave up 2 runs, and he struck out 8. In Game 3, big offensive explosion in this one. Nolan would go perfect on the day, 3 for 3 and 0 strikeouts in that game. And you can see what the offense did in this one. Trevor Story with a home run. The rookie Cardullo and Charlie Blackmon, along with the reigning NL batting champ DJ LeMahieu, all with home runs. The rookie Harrison Musgrave, 5 innings pitched, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, and struck out 5. On to the Giants series. The Rockies would lose this first game. We did have to face Madison Bumgarner, and you can see the remains of the crime there. Madison Bumgarner threw a complete game actually, and he struck out 7. We can only muster 1 hit against him. Has to be expected. You know how it is. But we did come back out and get that dub against Johnny Cueto. We rolled him up, guys. We went for 19 hits as a team in that one, and Nolan 2 for 5, and he had a monster home run into the cove. I wish you guys could have seen it. It was so good, and it felt good for Nolan as well to get out of this little slump that he's been in. And Chase Anderson would go 6 1/3, give up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, and strike out 6 for us in that one. And the bullpen did a fantastic job as well. On to the next one. We would win by 1. We would muster that one out. Nolan 2 for 4 in that game. And you can see the trend. Nolan not striking out a lot. He's just not putting good wood on the ball, guys. But it's okay. We're going to hit our stride eventually, right? Tyler Chatwood would go for 6 innings, strike out 2, give up 1. The bullpen with a phenomenal outing as a unit in that one. But in this final game, the Giants would not go down without a fight. 7-2 victory for San Francisco. Nolan 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. His batting average would go back down closer to 300. Kyle Hendricks in his second start with the Rockies, not so phenomenal as it was in the first, as he would only go for 5 innings in this one. He gave up 10 hits, 3 earned runs. Looks like our manager just came in to take him out of his misery. Jordan Lyles would clean up the mess a little bit, but Mr. Carlos Estevez went ahead and said, oh, go ahead and give you a few more runs. So on to the Dodgers series. This was a 2-gamer. We would come out and get game 1 of the pair of games we would play. 10-6 victory, an offensive explosion in this one, as Cargo would go for a home run and Trevor Story would hit 2. Our starting pitcher on the day was the rookie Harrison Musgrave. He did not have a great outing. It would be a bullpen game after just 4 2/3. In the second game of that series, we would go against Clayton Kershaw once again, and it was actually our turn to shut out the Dodgers in this one. A great job by our guys in this one, 2-0 victory. John Gray, our guy, would go for 7 innings, strike out 6, give up absolutely 0, and Greg Holland would grab another save. You can see there Clayton Kershaw only went for 7 innings. He did strike out 10, but he did give up the only runs scored, surprisingly, in this game. So I also wanted to give you guys a good look at what the lineups are looking like here. You can see we actually have, it's pretty standard. It's looking pretty normal. Really no changes. I think what I really wanted to show you guys here was how we did get Ian Desmond in the lineup there. He's hitting in the 5-hole. And we got the rookie Steven Cardullo in the lineup. He will hit against lefties. So as we head into another series with the Giants, you can take a look at who's hot and who's not on both teams. And you can see there Nolan in his last 10 not looking so good. Carlos Gonzalez, he's looking pretty normal. He's staying consistent. And so we're going to see what we can do as we take on Johnny Cueto once again. The last time Nolan saw Johnny Cueto, he hit a monster bomb off of him, but not this time, as Cueto came right after him with a fastball high and in to sit down Nolan in his first AB. Johnny Cueto looking confident to begin his outing in this one, and that is not a good sign. And you can see how that turned out as we are here in the bottom of the ninth inning. In this one, the Rockies up 10-2. Johnny Cueto looking for that complete game, and Nolan, we're going to get a little showtime action, and he's going to put one into center field. Whoever that is over there at first is booking it, and Nolan's going to get a chance for two as he's going to slide in head first safely into second base. That will be a double for Nolan. There ain't nothing Showtime can't do for you in this game. And you know what? Sure, we would love to get one straight up with Nolan, but at this point, we're going to take everything that we can get. Hits are hits. Doesn't matter where they are, how we get them. So Cargo with 2 runners in scoring position, and oh man, the Rockies fail to capitalize once again. Cargo's going to get an infield pop out with both runners in scoring position, and he is not going to get positive words from the manager as we're going to take a look back into the dugout. And honestly, I hope he's taking it to Cargo because that is unacceptable.
Get your shit together.
So Trevor Story is going to step in right after Cargo, and Johnny Cueto is going to get him to whiff on the cutter for the strikeout. And once again, the Rockies will not be able to drive in those runs when needed. I mean, we were down 10-2 either way, so I'm not sure how much of a chance we had. But fast forward to the final game of the series, we got John Gray on the mound, 2.74 ERA. He was able to drop it, it looks like, in his last start. The Rockies have lost 3 in a row to the Giants, and now we just look to try and get a win in this one, make up some ground, as we're already down 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning, and Nolan lines one to right field, but Hunter Pence comes on to grab that one. Story of all of the Rockies' lives right now. They just can't get anything going for them. Take another look at that beautiful snag by Hunter Pence out there in the right field. He is always alert, and we're going to fast forward here. As you can see here, the Giants up by 10 on the Rockies, and no one's going to put one into center field. We will take that, an RBI single to cut the lead down to 9. Yeah, cool. So after a walk by the Rook, Mr. Cardullo, in steps Carlos Gonzalez. He is 4 for 4 with a double and 3 singles and an RBI. This is it, right? Cargo, this is your moment. This is your moment. Give me that home run, Cargo. I need you now. Give me that home run. We need Cargo to stay hot. If anybody, we need our guy, Carlos Gonzalez, to stay hot. If Nolan isn't going to do it. Bases loaded for Carlos Gonzalez. Give me that grand slam. I want it now. I want it here. I'm gonna give him a little bit of showtime here. Fuck! And Cargo puts it on the ground to second base to end the ball game. And what other way would things go down? A bases loaded, ground out to end the ball game, and that will complete the series sweep for the Giants here. The Rockies will lose 3 in a row. That will tank them in the division, and you can see there an absolute massacre, a 14-5 loss in our house. So guys, I don't know what's going on, but I know for sure our team captain is not doing it right now, and that's partially why the Rockies are not successful. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like on this video. Hey, maybe the more likes we get, maybe that'll spark Nolan to try and hit some bombs, guys. But for now, I will see you in the next one. Peace.